Hello and welcome. In today's video, I'm counting down my top 10 most underrated Parkside purchases. Tools and accessories that either surprised me with how well they performed or were such great deals that I could not pass them up. Some of these were bought on sale and were an absolute bargain, and others just seriously over-delivered for their price. So, let's dive in. Okay then, let's kick things off with this. No, not a Parkside box, though we'll definitely get to that later. You are probably aware of the Parkside cordless ratchet, which is a 3/8" drive. But if you're anything like me, your socket sets are mostly 1/4" and 1/2", so you end up needing an adapter. That's fine, but it makes it harder to use in tight spaces. So I picked up this Parkside 3/8" socket set. It usually costs around €15, however, I got it on sale for 10. It includes sockets ranging from 6mm all the way up to 20mm, plus some adapters and extensions. I think this is a solid buy, especially when paired with the cordless ratchet. And by the way, have you seen this? It looks like there's a new Parkside Performance 20V brushless ratchet coming soon. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see a hands-on review when it drops. Also, I would really appreciate it if you like the video and leave a comment, because I always make sure to read all of them. And in case you're wondering why I said I like this set but I ranked it all the way down at number 10, the reason is simple. If the ratchet was 1/2" drive, I have loads of other sockets to use it with. At number 9, I've decided to place the Parkside storage boxes. These are ranked low, not because they're bad, but because they gave me a few sleepless nights. They would appear on the Lidl website for about 2 minutes before they were sold out, so I had to refresh the page constantly and cross my fingers. The reason for that was the massive discount. The main box cost €5 and the small internal boxes were about €2 each. A fantastic deal when on sale. And the reason they're not ranked higher, well, when they're not on sale, they're quite a bit more expensive. And honestly, I wouldn't pay full price for these. They're just not worth it. But for the discounted price, these are an excellent storage solution. I just wish I could have bought a couple of the larger ones too. Coming in at number 8, this Parkside cordless 4V screwdriver. For around €16 at the time of purchase, I got this Parkside 4V cordless screwdriver complete with a bunch of bits, both long and short ones. I love the torque selector, and for small jobs such as disassembling a toaster for example, it's more than perfect. But I don't love how it's built. It seems like it's glued together, so if something breaks, repairing it won't be easy. And it doesn't have an integrated LED light, so I think that's a bit of a negative too. However, for the price and size, I think it delivers really good power. You could even consider assembling flat pack furniture with this. So for the price, not bad at all. If you find this sort of tool interesting, you can also have a look at this video right here. In it, I test a bunch of Parkside cordless screwdrivers. Number 7 on the list is reserved for something I've never even tested. The reason is I don't even own the miter saw this is made for, but I just had to include it. From everything I've seen, this miter saw measuring guide is borderline genius. It lets you measure as you cut, instead of measuring, marking, and cutting separately. This thing would have cost hundreds of euros if it were made by another company. However, it's made by Parkside, so I only paid around €20 for it. I've linked a video about this in the description if you're curious. This kind of thinking absolutely deserves way more attention. And I deserve to buy myself a miter saw, but that's a topic for another day. At number 6, I have the Parkside 12V Rotary Tool. I've had this for a while now, and you can see that by the condition of the accessories. It's not seen daily use, but it isn't like I haven't used it at all. This is the Parkside C7 model, and it's the one with the membrane buttons. Not my favorite design, however, my biggest issue was the excessive vibration out of the box. So I had to open it up, which probably voided the warranty. And guess what? There was just a single bearing in there, although there was space for 2. And I just had to add one, and the vibration issue disappeared completely. Since then, I've been using it 3 or 4 times a month for over a year, and it really has been rock solid. I even use it to grind some metal bushings from time to time, and I still can't complain. Great power, great battery life. However, in my case, it really needed the second bearing in order to become the excellent tool it should have been from the start. Before we get to the top 5, I think this Parkside knife sharpener deserves an honorable mention. I actually picked this up for just €5 from the discount section. I was in need of an emergency bottle opener at the time, and this was a solution to that problem. But it turned out to be a fantastic addition to my kitchen because it does an amazing job at sharpening both small and large knives. And apparently, it even works on axes. So I'd say that's €5 very well spent. Now, let's jump into the top 5 with this. The cheapest Parkside laser level. This is the simplest one they offer, and I got this one because I don't use laser levels that often. But when I do, this €18 laser level gets the job done. I bought the absolute cheapest version, which is without a proper tripod. However, since I already have one, it was a perfect fit. The lines are bright, but it's not meant for big projects as the horizontal lines reach out to about 45 centimeters from the center, and the vertical ones about 60 centimeters. Still, for light-duty tasks such as hanging a mirror or aligning picture frames, it's more than good enough. And when you factor in the price, I think it rightfully deserves its place in the top 5 for a casual DIYer. Just outside the podium places, I have these bit boxes with ratcheting screwdrivers. I love having a variety of bits on hand, and these two bit boxes for €5 each are an absolute steal. One box has smaller 1/8 of an inch bits for delicate work, and the other one has a wide variety of 1/4 of an inch bits. Both include ratcheting screwdrivers, and if you get one of these adapters, you can even use the smaller bits with the cordless screwdriver from earlier. That combo is perfect for small repairs and teardown videos if you're into that kind of thing. That's why, although these are simple, I rank them so high up on the list. And now on to the first podium finisher. In third place is this Parkside work light. It cost me about €12, and for that price it's absolutely fantastic. The battery isn't removable, but it's bright, flexible, and it has a strong magnet on the back. You can also adjust the brightness. It folds in different directions, and it's perfect for working in tight spaces. So all things considered, I think this is an absolute must-have if you're into cars. Just be careful not to bend it too aggressively. It's still made with Parkside plastics after all. Coming in at number 2 on the list of my most underrated Parkside purchases is this Parkside 12-volt Cordless Drill driver. I believe this should be the very first power tool any beginner DIYer buys. It's compact, affordable, and highly functional. Yes, I may have had one or two of these explode in my hands, true story by the way, but Lidl's warranty is excellent, and they replace them quickly. Compared to the performance version, this one lacks hammer mode, but for furniture assembly, light drilling, and any regular tasks around the house, this drill does 90% of what I need. Plus, it even comes with a few bits to get you started. For the price, this is very hard to beat. Before we get to first place, just a reminder I'm running a giveaway on both Instagram and TikTok. Check out the video linked in the description for more details on how you can win an awesome meat lift tool. This might be your chance to win some awesome tools, so don't miss out. At number 1 on my list for most underrated Parkside purchases, I have the new Parkside 20-volt Cordless Vacuum Cleaner. This might be recent purchase bias, but wow, I was not expecting the 20-volt Cordless Vacuum to be this good. Yes, it is bigger than the handheld version, but the power it delivers more than makes up for it. It cost me €50, and I use it all the time now, especially for cleaning my car. It even doubles as a leaf blower, and it can vacuum up both dry debris and liquids. Honestly, this deserves way more attention than it gets. Super practical, very powerful, and well worth the money. Absolutely nothing negative to say about this so far. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments what your most underrated Parkside tool is. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the giveaway video in the description. See you in the next one.